Hello, my friends. It is Monday, July the 14th. And didn't we tell you it was going to be overwhelming plenty? Prepare to be overstimulated.
My dear friends, we are no longer acting surprised when SCOTUS doesn't SCOTUS, okay? This is not a shocker. It's not a shocker. Silver lining of having grown up in this country, in this body, is that you know that the system at hand is not here to protect you. But watching the other folks slowly realize that the system they believed in infallibly only protects the creamy, croppity top is fascinating, And I'm seeing it come out, the Chicken Littles. At this point, we're putting Chicken Littles in the basket with the Moogas, okay? If all you ever do is talk about how we're cooked and how everything's over and with nothing else, no movement for solution, no being loud about what's wrong, no activism whatsoever, just whining and lamenting and woe is meing and I'm putting you in the camp with them, okay? I'm sorry, hold on, not that camp. I'm talking about the Mooga camp, all right? We're putting you in that pile, all right, in that drawer, in that file, all right, and maybe Pam Bondi can make you disappear too. Okay, so what I'm talking about now is all of the independent media doing that same thing again, darling. If you're on the subscriber-only card pool, then you remember that we said it's going to be overwhelming plenty. Prepare to be overstimulated. There's a lot going on, and they're going to keep throwing shit in the mix because of what's going on and because they're losing I want to say they're losing feet fast. You know what I mean? They're losing their strongholds. They're losing the core. The core of their cult is cracked. Okay. Yes, there are still some core members that are going to support it. You see them. They're mostly men. They're mostly men screaming about how we should be able to get over PDF-ery. How, they don't support it. But is it really that bad when he's doing so many good things? Those men have children. Those men have daughters. And I need you guys to remember that. Alrighty, y'all. Sorry about that. Speaking of the children, those were mine asking if they could have my rice. And the only time they could ask was when I was recruiting, of course. So, okay, let's see. We were talking about the children. Oh, yes, how the men and specifically the sheeple steeple people men that are running to defend PDF-ery and why it's perfectly natural and normal. And let's just let these men live their lives, and reminding y'all that most of those men have daughters and people should be really, really, really looking into that. But aside from all of these things, darling, we're not shocked when SCOTUS isn't SCOTUSing, okay? But we are looking for the details. We said this on the poll, and I'll remind y'all every so often, they didn't give free and open, and if I already said this, bear with me. I don't know where I left off because my kids interrupted me, but they did not say he can reorganize the Department of Education. They just upheld the mass firings, okay? You guys got to read through. Mainstream and even the independent guys keep coming at you with, SCOTUS! They gave him... No, they didn't. They didn't. I mean, they're not doing enough to stop it, and they sure had no problem stopping student debt relief. They had no problem stopping that, but they have issues getting in the way of dismantling mass firings, withholding funds, and everything else. But darling, this is not a surprise. You understand, like I said, if you grew up in this country, in this body, you know that the structure is not really here to protect any of us. It's to protect them. But when you come in this body, you get to deny that to yourself. Again, a lot of times it's not even on purpose. It's just by nuance. It's by default of the structure to believe that it's there to protect you. It's to protect and serve. Okay? So yes, you believe SCOTUS is going to, and you believe that this and the military and Congress, and there are people that need to do their jobs. And where are the people that are supposed to be doing their jobs? It's us. I'm not saying that to depress you, my darling. I'm just reminding you that it's us. And for everyone who likes to run around just screaming that the sky is falling without helping or offering any solution whatsoever, may as well put on a hat and go join the other side. Because sticking your head in the sand, no bueno, okay? Silence is compliance, and just screaming and chicken littling about how we're all cooked without offering to do anything at all to help, even just calling the legislators. And y'all know I'm not a fan of that one because the legislators don't care. But honestly, even that is better than just coming into comments talking about how cooked everything is, okay? You are not helping. You are not helping. And honestly, I don't even know if I could trust you. If your response to everything is, we're cooked, that sounds like someone who's ready to start flipping on their own neighbors. That sounds like someone who's willing to go with the regime to keep their own peace because they don't want to be bothered. That sounds like someone who's going to talk about how, they didn't ask for this, but also they didn't vote for the other thing. They just figured if they stay neutral, it won't matter, so don't be mad at them. Sounds a lot like a lot of that. We don't have time for that anymore. I know. It's heavy. It's heavy, Doc. There's a lot. But we got to keep going, okay? I already talked about the Pentagon, okay? Unky Drunky Petey, who has all the Ray and supremacy tattoos. Shocker. Once MechaHitler, the thing that used to be Grok before they retooled it and took out all the wokeness, the facts, basically, and said, sure, be as Ray and anti-Semitic and grapey towards women as you possibly can. And that's what they've got, is basically that. And yeah, of course, we found $200 million so the Pentagon can take MechaHitlerAI and infiltrate it and infuse it with the military. The same military that Unky Drunky Petey is focusing on, making rules against shaving exemptions for folks who get razor bumps. That's a medical condition, usually affects black men. So if you can't get a pass for it, you either have to deal with these horrible sores or get out. Okay, they're addressing baby hairs and false lashes, and again, just very, very specific, very targeted. So no, it's not surprising that the government found $200 million to give MechaHitlerAI, formerly known as Grok, and to infuse it with the Pentagon. No, Congress is not going to save you. No, SCOTUS is not going to save you. No, the military is run by MechaHitler. It's not going to save you. Who is going to save you? You is going to save you. And if that is too for you, then darling, we got to kick you out the boat. Okay, you can't sit in a boat whining and crying and lamenting about how horrible this is and using up supplies when you're not picking up a paddle. You better start stroking with everybody else or get out and go swim. But you're not just going to ride along to, we're so cooked. Because let me tell you, when we finally do hit that beach, you'll be the first one to run out and kiss the sand talking about, oh my God, finally, this was so hard. Oh, I made it, you guys. I made it. We did it. We nothing. We did it. You sat back there and drank all the coconuts. We're not doing those anymore. All right, we're not carrying people that ain't pulling their fair share. All hands on deck. All hands on deck. So, darling, yes, prepare for more. Overwhelming plenty. Good, bad, overstimulation. More is coming. They're gonna keep throwing things at you. You saw that Stinky Pants took the FIFA Cup. Just took it, because the USA didn't win, also because of the files, and he needs a distraction. And while in the States, it's not a super big deal because we're used to stupid bully shit and just letting rich, spoiled, fat, ugly, low IQ white men do whatever they want. And we go, nothing we can do. White's the best in America. The rest of the world is going to have a problem with that. The team that won is not interested in some stinky white guy walking up and going, mine, I'm just going to keep it. I'm just going to keep it. You did the work, but I'm going to keep it. Although, again, that is America. In a nutshell, some white guy walking up and going, I'm going to keep the proof of your hard work, and I'm going to tell everyone that I alone somehow won the FIFA Cup. Like, all right, that's the culture. That's the culture. Taking from someone else's accomplishments and then crowning themselves and going, superior and the best. Meritocracy and efficiency, y'all. It's the best, obviously. See the trophy I stole? That proves it. The thing I stole proves how awesome I am. Okay, I'm sorry. Whew. Alrighty, y'all, just hang in there. Hang in there. Oh, sorry. I'm tripping. I'm tripping over the Superman. I can't get over it. I need to get over it. The fact that these people have confused Superman and Homelander, and suddenly they've all forgotten that he's from Krypton. But I want to talk about this like lonely men, because the real people who have an issue with this are the guys who only talk to other men about how much women suck. The ones that don't like women, and they're mad anytime they see an example of a green flag man. They're like, oh, that's not what women want. Women don't want that. Listen to me, darling. Listen to me. One of the hottest things, because the bar is in hell, that a man has said to me in like recent life, by recent I mean, within the last several years, was to reassure with full authenticity that they meant it when they said, you are free to stop at any time. It is fine. I'm just happy to spend time with you. We are totally good. What? Without any additional... I think I would like to stop just to test and see if you get attitude. Are you getting attitude? No attitude. Well, now I'm back in again. Okay, the bar is on the floor, and these dudes are complaining about Superman having empathy and calling him weak for being the guy that the women want. Go figure. Mooga logic.